Hi, this is Chris Monroe, the Motivational Mastermind, and I want to talk to you a little bit about hope. You see, hope is a funny word. A lot of people use hope as I hope one day I can be, or I hope this, or I hope that, or I hope I can, make some money to pay my bills. The funny thing about the word hope is it's one of those words in the English language we can kind of use two ways. We can kind of use as a declaration of beyond us and it's something that we don't have. The other definition of hope, the way people use hope is something you can put in someone's heart to instill motivation for a better life, for a better way of doing things. So it's funny how we can take something that can be a really positive word, used positively to help us grow and become more than what we are today, or we can take it and twist it and kind of bury ourselves in a hole and dig 1,000-pound pile of sand on our backs and make us feel like it's something we hope one day we can do, and oh, woe is me. So for me, the word hope is really kind of defined and really brought home with a few different experiences in life over maybe a 20-25 year period. When I was a kid, I was given the hope of being a speaker, being someone that can stand in front of the camera, stand in front of a group of people and motivate you. The first time I tried to speak, I was a senior in high school. I got in front of an auditorium full of senior classmates, and I was supposed to present about a blood drive, and I was a chairman for the blood drive committee. And I remember I got up in front of people and I had the podium and I took out my piece of paper and I looked down at my paper and I realized at that moment in time my handwriting was awful and I couldn't read a word that I had written. So any desire that I wanted to be a speaker at that moment fell right through my hands, just as bad as my handwriting was. The reality was I didn't even have hope. I just thought I could just do it. I didn't train, I didn't practice, I didn't really know what I was doing. So the first time I spoke in front of a group of people, I remember I said maybe 20 words. Among those words was, one day you may be playing basketball, you fall down, you get cut, and you're gonna need blood. Awful. Absolutely awful. Now the funny thing about that is, at that point in time, I'd seen Les Brown speak, and I knew that in my heart, I hoped one day I could be a speaker. I hoped one day I could find out who that person was on stage and learn from him personally. Well, one day I was given an opportunity to learn and speak and become part of a unique group of people that were mentored by Les Brown. So I go, I'm training with Les Brown, and I'm feeling great and everything's good, and I'm given a chance to speak, and the word that I'm given is the word hope. And I get up and I talk and I share the story of how Les Brown instilled hope in my heart 20 years ago. And at that time, I wanted to share that with everyone, and I thought it was a great story. I didn't even know, Mr. Brown was in the room watching at the time. And then out of nowhere, I look in the back. As soon as I'm done, I've got a few words left, and I look in the back of the room, and something comes to me and says, hope is the key that unlocks the doorway to success. And I looked in the back, and I see Mr. Brown in the back, looking at me with a big smile, and I thought to myself, hope is a wonderful thing, because it brought me to the place where I was speaking in the front of the room, back to Mr. Brown, who's sitting in the same place I was sitting for the first time I heard who Mr. Brown was, heard him speak, heard the greatness that is inside of me, someone instilling that greatness inside of me. You see, he instilled a belief in me, a belief that I could be more, I could be a speaker, I could do more. And as I learned more about that belief and that belief grow, it instilled hope. Not the I hope I could. It was hope knowing that I'm going to be successful. It was like a key that opened up the doorway. And since that doorway's been open, I've been fortunate enough to meet and train and speak and work with my mentor on many, many occasions. And I hope that you find the opportunity to do the same thing. And I would love to work with you and help you understand how important it is to become someone filled with hope, love, and joy. Please take the time to like my page, learn a little bit more about chrismotivates.com, learn a little bit more about me, the Motivational Mastermind. Maybe we can find a way to instill just enough hope inside of your heart so you can get to the next stage in life and become successful. Thank you.